Hello and welcome to this Forex Preview at XM.com. I'm Maria Pashardez, and joining me is Senior Investment Analyst Rafi Boyadjian. We'll be discussing the Bank of Japan's policy meeting and the outlook for the yen. So Rafi, there seems to be mounting pressure on the Bank of Japan to follow what the other major central banks, such as the Federal Reserve and the ECB, have done recently, namely cutting interest rates or restarting the QE program. What do you think the Bank of Japan is likely to do?
Well, the Bank of Japan has been fairly reluctant to ease policy further, given the fact that they already have a very large asset purchase program and interest rates are already in negative territory. They are very worried that if they were to cut rates further into negative territory, that would start to hurt the banking system. But recent reports suggest that policymakers are actually moving closer to announcing fresh stimulus measures, given the ongoing trade war that's hurt Japanese exports quite significantly. In fact, exports are expected to have fallen for the 10th consecutive month in August, and inflation has also started to drift lower as well. So the policymakers might be becoming more worried about the outlook. So it is possible we could get a surprise decision on Thursday, possibly a cut in interest rates, or perhaps they could announce some tweaks to their the quantitative and qualitative easing programs, such as widening the band at which they target the 10-year government bond yields. Currently that's 0%. So if they were to widen that, they would allow the bond yield to fall further into negative territory. If though they decide against such moves, they might just make some tweaks to their forward guidance. But then if that was the case, it wouldn't really cause much of a reaction in the markets.
Okay, so taking all this into consideration, how do you see the outlook for the yen?
Well, the yen we know isn't really, has become fairly immune to domestic data. It's mainly being driven by risk appetite and what happens to the US dollar. So given the fact that market expectations at the moment are very low, investors are expecting only a less than 20% chance that we could get a rate cut. So an actual rate cut would in fact cause quite a shock to the market. So we could see significant moves in dollar-yen pair. If though the Bank of Japan resisted making any changes just yet, and we only got some changes to their forward guidance, perhaps becoming slightly more dovish, that's unlikely to see much of a response in the Japanese yen.
Rafi, thanks so much for joining me,
Thank you.
and thanks for watching at XM.com.